Good morning. Now we are marching towards next revision work. One revision work already given depending on the sentence patterns. I plan to do 1 or 2, 3 more revision work for the whole syllabus. Now the second revision falls on coordination and subordination. Very attractive topic that has been discussed in very detail in the previous class. And you have to concentrate your textbook, page number 86, 87, module number 9, that you have to read and get more ideas. Subordination coordination leads to the main plan work that has been discussed according to modern English. A plus B, A plus A plus A plus B construction. You remember this? All these are related to simple pattern, complex pattern, compound pattern, compound complex pattern. They are so once we enter to these patterns, you should remember the conjunctions related to compound pattern constructions and subordinate pattern constructions, for which we have discussed 2 major important conjunctions, which are the already discussed. One pattern is called coordinating conjunctions. Second one, subordinating conjunctions. So once you get a coordinating conjunction in detail, they will prepare equal status. Once one sentence has S plus V plus U added by a conjunction, again followed S plus V plus U, we can definitely say that conjunction is coordinating conjunction. Am I right? That already discussed. So once you get, you just get an idea about which are the coordinating conjunctions. For the purpose of convenience, I'll give you some of them. Coordinating conjunction, first one is and. Remember. Second one, but. Then third one, or. Then you will get for. You will get so. Then yet. All right. These are important coordinating conjunctions. Coordinating conjunction. Some conjunctions in advanced level we get conjunction like adverbs. Some adverbs are used for conjunctions. Like in communicative English we use also, furthermore, besides, finally, which all these words showing somewhat additional work. Just like however we use however, instead, otherwise, still, they are called contrast conjunctions. So many conjunctions available, not only coordinating conjunction, subordinating conjunctions, correlative conjunctions, we have some more adverbial types which we write sentences we use. What is called adverbial conjunctions? What called we say in the communicative English, in the spoken English we say also, furthermore, then besides, finally, which shows. So all these and, and we have and but yet, we have and but yet. This and will get addition. The concept is addition, which gives a meaning. Mean what? Why should you use and there? And is a conjunction, first point. It is a coordinating conjunction, second point. Third one, it shows addition. Otherwise we say its meaning is addition. Whereas but and yet shows contrast. For stands for choice and reason. or sans first choice, and so we use for effect. So what is the result of something we use so? So once we use a separate conjunction and a construction in equally based, you will get, suppose you get one important sentence. All right, construction is like that. Suppose we have, this is called S plus V plus O. Plainly one sentence. But once you get A plus AB, all right, one area to depend. So this is called A. This is called, already taught this. This is called independent clause, independent sentence, which can stand by its own. It doesn't need any help from others. So once you get to three elements like S plus V plus or S plus VRE, we can simply say it is an independent clause. It is a important clause. It can stand by its own. Whereas once you have an independent clause supported by another clause, for which we write subordinating conjunctions. We have some subordinating conjunctions we use. So many subordinating conjunctions like in addition to our conjunctions, what? All right, because, then so many conjunctions like because, then all right, but we have a lot of conjunctions called A plus B pattern, then depending upon what we call AD RPN, relative pronoun constructions, subordinating conjunction, which all these sometimes we use as subordinating conjunction. All right, then we have since subordinating conjunction. All right, it already had been given earlier in the class, that has been written in the notebook. Then you call therefore. All right, beside all these things, that though, THO, although, all right, though, although, despite, like, provide that, because, then unless, if construction, all right, then unless, again while, and while WH words, what you call RPN, relative pronouns. All these, so dependent clause has two types, adverbial clause and adjectival clause. Once we use WH word construction for a sentence, they are called RPN ADJ clause. Example, we write dependent. So once we get the independent clause, can be supported by another clause. We will, example, we will, all right, come to your house. One example, house. We will come to your house. All right, if you invite us. Look here, this one. If. How say? This is an independent clause, what do you call a clause. Then if you invite is depending on this main clause, so from this point, this to this point we call A, then B, then we'll get A plus B. Such patterns are called one main clause, one sub clause, one independent clause, one dependent clause. They are called complex patterns. This is what is called coordination and subordination. For the purpose, you have to make a detailed work on what is called subordinating conjunctions, coordinating conjunctions, correlative conjunctions. All these area you make thorough. Then you will get a very easy approach in the construction of A plus B, then A plus A. A plus B, once you come A plus A, equal side should be. Here in A plus A, only coordinating conjunctions are used. Example, all right, his brother, all right, is a doctor. One example, you write, and his, all right, uncle, all right, is an engineer. One example, simple example I take. Here you use and. Alright, construction and coordinating conjunction, equal status. You will write his brother is a doctor, his uncle is an engineer. Connected by and. This is called a plus a pattern, or and as a conjunction can be replaced by any coordinating conjunction. Any coordinating conjunction you use there, you will get independent plus independent is equal to, you will get a plus a pattern construction. So we have another area that comes in your textbook is called relative clause construction. Relative clause. Alright, this is area called relative clause. Please remember, relative clause is constructed by RPN. RPN means relative pronoun. Relative pronoun, 90% relative pronoun. Then word conjunction like if, unless may also come in the way of relative construction. We call a plus B pattern. So I met my husband in London. He grew up there from young age. One example given in the textbook. I will write on the board. All right. One example given here. I met my husband. All right, husband. I met my husband in London. I met my husband in London. Full stop. This is given in the textbook. Grew up. He grew up there. All right, from young age. All right. These two concepts are there. Your duty is to combine these two sentences into one, by which you can use RPN. Alright, RPN means, keep in mind, all RPNs are called WH words. WH words. For example, which, when, where, what, like all WH words appearing there, you can simply apply there in the two constructions, conveniently make a single sentence. How can we use it for construction? Alright, I met my husband, alright, in London. Alright, in London. Where? Alright, example, where? Alright, he grew up from young age. Look here. This is the word constructed called RPN. RPN construction. So we use all RPN words in order to combine two sentences where you will get a construction A plus B. A plus B always coming, or A plus B always coming for the purpose of subordination. So coordination at the same time, subordination on the other hand, you have to keep in mind. Alright, you should put on your shoes. Alright, your feet will get wet. Alright, you can use A plus A, A plus B. There's so many examples given. Page number 91. Page number 91. You look at page number 91. Two exercises given there. Alright, exercise number 1 and 2. In order to find out coordinations, combine into single sentence. Main duty is to combine by the conjunction, connect. You will get to one sentence. Appropriate coordinating conjunction. Please understand how many coordinating conjunctions are available in your notebook, in your textbook. Then you combine. Second exercise, same page number 91. You will get combine into single sentences using subordinating conjunctions. So all these areas have been taken very seriously from the beginning. Then you can go through that. There is I met my husband in London is given there, the first sentence. All right, that you have to copy down. Then another example, you should put on your shoes. Second one, you should put on your shoes. Your feet will get wet. All right, you can use a plus a. All right, otherwise any conjunction you can use, any coordinating conjunction. Sally scrubbed the potatoes. Given here, Sally. Am I to write on the board? Okay, I'll write. First exercise given in the textbook. Answer given on the back. After writing, you should compare your answer with the back side. All right. Now the same one given, Sally. It's the name of a girl. All right. Scribbled. All right. Or scrubbed. It is given scrubbed. All right. Scrubbed. Sally scrubbed the potatoes. 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 All right. Potatoes. Here are potatoes. Hey, potatoes. First thing is that Sally has scrubbed the potatoes object. A, one pattern is over. Then second sentence given there, Ronnie peeled them. Both are different. Ronnie. All right, peeled them. Look here, Ronnie peeled them. What does it mean? Ronnie and Sally different. You will get the subject, verb, object, both independent. You have to connect them with any suitable, convenient conjunction. Then you will get a plus a. Means coordinating conjunction. Suppose you write Sally scrubbed the potatoes and Ronnie peeled them. Independent plus independent. A plus a is equal to conjunction. All right. Coordination is equal to compound pattern. So many examples given there. Many examples. Example. So second exercise given. My uncle lives in Korea. Fourth one, page number 91. Fourth, exercise number 2. Fourth one, my uncle lives in Korea. He likes Korean culture. All right, my uncle lives in Korea. Simple, how to make. He lives in Korea. All right, who likes Korean culture. You can write my uncle who likes Korean culture lives in Korea. Can also be written in the same way. So it has a typical method to rewrite. My uncle who likes Korean culture lives in Korea. That John is a doctor who works in USA. All right, can also be written John who works in USA is a doctor. John who works in USA is a doctor. So that method has a two typical approaches. One approach we call in modern English restrictive approach. Restrictive means very essential. Restrictive approach and non-restrictive approach. Once you take main clause and you put the dependent clause inside, just like John, you put a comma, who works in USA is a doctor, is a method of writing non-restrictive approach, non-restrictive method. So make a difference between restrictive method and non-restrictive method. Plainly you write just like here, my uncle is, just like my uncle lives in Korea who likes Korean culture. My uncle lives in Korea who loves Korean culture. That is called very simply written restrictive method. But once you take B clause, put inside the A clause after the subject, just like my uncle, comma, who loves Korean culture, lives in Korea, is called non-restrictive method. Another one, I will go to beach. Look here, one more example we'll take. I will go to beach. I will go to beach. All right. If it is sunny, all right. You know, sunny. If it is sunny, very bright indeed. Sunny means bright indeed. Bright. So if it is sunny weather, if it is bright weather, you'll go. So I subject will go verb to the beach object. If subject verb sunny adjective or object, then if. From here to here we call B clause. Pattern of the sentence is A plus B is equal to complex, means main clause and sub clause, independent clause plus dependent clause. This is called all right, subordination and conjunction. Then you can go to page number 90, a page number given. Here is the list, the reference for time. We call after, before, once, since, time, whenever. Then the word reason, cause, for the purpose of reason, which all the word you use, as, because, since. The purpose of the result, purpose or result, in order to that, so that. For the condition, what all things, if, even if, provided that, unless, contrast, in order to show the contrast between comparison, opposite sign, you will all do, even though, whereas, while. Then we write the choice, whether, then place of location, wherever. So these are the main areas coming in the chapter, what is called coordination and subordination. You go through the page number 86 to 91, then things will be over. So till that moment you get ready. We will make one more lesson revision on next class. Thank you.